In today's class, we will go through the basic commands of Linux. When you enter into a Linux machine, you will be seeing the prompt. Say for example, here it is George at Linux, where George is the username and Linux is the computer name. To change a username to administrator, we need to type the command sudo.i. Sudo is a command that allows you to provide administrative and root permissions. Sudo stands for super user. Command to list directories is ls. When you type ls, it will list all the directories which is located in that particular folder. For creating a new directory, the command using is mkdir and the folder name what we want to use. Command to delete a directory is rmdir, then the folder name, or this will delete a folder which is empty. rm folder name minus rm minus r will delete the current subdirectory and the subdirectories. Touch command. Touch command is used to create a blank new file in the directory. Touch the file name .txt will create a blank file in the directory. In order to edit the file which we have created, the command which we use is vi. Vi is a command to edit a text file. To convert a file, once you open the text file, you want to convert the file into write mode, you have to press I, which will give you the option to edit the file. Once whatever changes we have done, press escape, then you have to press semicolon WQ, which will write the file and quit. To display the content in the file, we need to use the below command cat the file name .txt. In order to identify what is the disk space, you have to type the command df-m. To update a package in Linux, use the below command apt-get. Command to know the host name and the IP address of the machine, hostname -i. In order to check the connection to the server is working fine, we use the command ping. Moving to a directory, the command we use cd, the folder name. In order to come back from the directory, cd space ... Now we will have a small session how to use this command in a Linux machine. We will now create a test Linux machine. For that, first we need to create a resource group. Now we will go to the virtual machines tab, create a Linux virtual machine. Select the group, resource group. Virtual machine name is Linux. Availability zone, no infrastructure redundancy required. We selected the Ubuntu server. Standard B1S, which uses 1 CPU, 1 GB memory. Password and username, we have to set it up here. Select inbound ports, GPS. Since it's a free OS, we can just proceed with review and create. You can see in the notification area. Let's confirm. Create. This will create the Linux virtual machine. You can see the status in the notification area. Linux machine is created. Now we will go to the resource. This is the public IP address which we need to access the system remotely. Copy the public IP address. Use the tool putty to access the machine. Type the IP address, click open. Login with the username we have created while setting up the VM. Once logged in, we will see what is the host name. This will show us the network address. Sudo is a command for super user. This will take us to the administrative console. Now we will type ls to display the directories. We will now create a folder with the command mkdir. Now to check whether the folder is created, type again ls. This will show us the Azure command. Azure folder is listed. To go to the Azure folder, cd, type ls. No files are displayed there. To create a text file, use the command touch .txt. Enter. Type the command ls to list the directory or the files. It will give you the file which we have created. In order to edit that text file, the command used is vi space vm txt. Now we are in the text file which we have created. For editing the text file, you have to press I, which will now allow us to insert or type in the text file. Once you enter the content, press escape, and to quit and save the file, press semicolon WQ, which will allow the file to save and exit. In order to see the content of one file, use the commands cat the file name txt. This will display the contents in the text file. Now we will install Apache and try to edit the content. apt get install 2 -y. This will now install the Apache web server. Once the web server is installed, we need to update the web server. Use the command apt-get update. It is updated. Now we need to move to the folder where the web server is listed. For that, type cd/var/. www/html/ when you type the ls, this will show us the file which is stored in this folder. Edit the file in text html. Press I to search in the file. Now press escape, semicolon WQ to save the changes what we have done. If you type the IP address here, this gives us the page and the changes what we have done in the page. Typing the command df-m will give us the details of all the folder sizes in the disk. In order to go back to our folder, cd space, either you can type cd space dot dot, or just type cd, which will bring you back to the folder where you have. Now you can see the folder which we have created, Azure.